What's going on, everybody? Welcome to this week's Biggs Blogcast, where we will be continuing the conversation about wisdom. In particular, this week, we will be talking about if you want to be wise, you got to hang out with wise people. First, we're going to go ahead and start with highs and lows, as we usually do, but I want you guys to go ahead and ask them a question. The question will be, name somebody famous. And now, the famous people's names that they start coming up with, allow them to do things like, if they want to do ninja, go for it. If they want to do chipmunk, that's totally fine. Those are both two famous YouTubers. If they choose George Washington or some old school historical figure, that's totally fine as well. As they start coming up with these names, go ahead and write down, I'd say 1.5 times of the amount of kids. So if you have, 10 kids, get 15 name tags. Write them out, all of the famous people on these name tags, and hang on to these. They're going to be used for the next activity. So after you finish the highs and lows, move back into our large group, and then when we come back before the lesson for our second activity, we're going to go ahead and play a game of Guess Who or Headbands is the idea behind this particular activity. And you're going to go ahead and use those name tags that you wrote out, and you're going to slap them on the backside of one of the kids. And then all the one kid who has the name tag will be a little ways away from the other group of kids. That other group of kids will then have to answer questions from that person. So let's say, for instance, I have a name tag on my back. I chose George Washington. I could ask questions like, was I famous way back in the day? And then everybody would say, yeah, that's when you were born. Okay, do I have really funky looking hair that looks like, I had curlers in it? Yes. Oh, okay. Am I George Washington? Oh, yay, I got it. Woohoo! And then the next person will go and we'll slap another name tag on their back. So then everyone will see what the name is, and then they'll turn back around and we'll continue on. Play a few rounds of those till you get through, a couple of the famous people, and then we'll move on. So after we move back to large group, do the lesson, which the lesson is all about Rehoboam listening to fools. If you want to go check out the Bible verse which we will be talking from, it's going to be from 2 Chronicles 10, and then also kind of supporting the whole wisdom thing is going to be Proverbs 13:20. So you can check that out on your own time. Don't have enough time in this video. So after the lesson, and we talk all about Rehoboam, then we're going to move into the game called 2 legs, 3 legs, 4 legs. And in this game, they are going to have to break into 6 teams. And the 6 teams don't have to be, some of the teams can have 1, and that's totally fine. There's other teams that, if you need to make a team of 3, make a team of 4, however you feel like you can get 6 teams out of all of your kids. And then there is some paracord in the box, and you can just loosely wrap this around the legs of some of the kids to kind of bind their legs together. So they have to work as a team, so that if there's a single kid, he's not going to have to worry about any of the paracord. But if there's a team of 2, then you're going to get the 2 people's legs, bloop, and tie them together. So now they have to run like this. If it's a team of 3 kids, they're going to have 6 legs. That's 6, right? 1, 2, 3. Yes, 6. So team up, or pair their legs up. So these will be the outside ones. Let's see. These will go to the next person here. This is really awkward. And then this one will go here. And so you get my idea. It's really hard to do with fingers. But everybody's leg will be paired together like that. Okay? And then you're going to have a sheet of the Bible verse. And this is going to be various, I don't know if you can see on here. So there's circles and there's squares for these Bible verses. So all of these are squares, then we move to circles, and that's going to be the next team. So you're going to have to assign squares, circles, lines, will be the next one. Well, rectangles, triangles, stars, and hearts. I won't flip through all of these, but you'll see them when you get the box. So those, you have to then assign them, each of those 6 teams that you've created, you'll assign them either a square, circle, rectangle, triangle, star, or heart, and then they have to go out and find where you've placed these. These can all be shuffled together, and you just place them into 3 piles. Okay? So 6 teams, 3 piles of these things all mixed together. So we don't want to have all of the squares in one pile and all of the circles in another pile. We want to have a mixture of each one of these symbols in each of the 3 piles. And then they're going to try and work as a team to gather up their specific team shape and then bring it back and place it in order. And then we'll go ahead and end with, of course, reading out the Bible verse and trying to get them to memorize it. And then last but not least, we want to make sure that we want to spend a little time praying for the kids. So if you guys have a few moments left over, let's go ahead and spend just 2-3 minutes, gather them up together and ask them if they have any prayer requests. And then from there, go ahead and pray, lead them out, and then we can go ahead and release. I will be back this week, so I will see you guys on Sunday. So let me just go ahead and pray over you guys real quick, and then we will be out. Jesus, we thank you so much for this team that you've brought together and the lives that they are impacting for your kingdom, for your glory. Jesus, we ask that this Sunday would be glorifying to you in everything that we do, everything that we say, and that these kids would be able to get wisdom, just like what it says in Proverbs, that is the thing to desire most, is to pursue after that wisdom. Jesus, we ask just that you would be glorified in everything that we do and everything that we say. In your name we pray. Amen. All right, guys, we will see you on Sunday. Peace.